I want to give you some points. Obi can na wetimi explain actually no ama wati ase ne enti a ne esiye no esiye. No judge hates anybody. Debi ameka say wo de wasem kokota eye niema mienu. Wo lawyer bon a obedem. Anase uni good evidence went me enya dance for papa and media dance amawa obedem. Judge no, she or he has no idea about asem na yede aba. Ono or the mra na ye adwuma. Emra e na charge no or the ye adwuma. I to say eburu machine yede yam eburu no. So wo de eburu a yede egu nsuo mu koguma. Wo yama obenya den emore. Wo de eburu raw ekoguma obenya akweli. Sa na judges etie. So the prosecution say Mama Pat ebu nkrofo defrauding by false pretense. 2 counts na ye de ball na kese mienu no. Charges na ye 5 na ye 5 charges. But ye kamboma ye mienu. 1 ye charlatanic advertisement. Me be kire omu na wati ase. Then 2 ye defrauding by false pretense. Defrauding by false pretense ne nkwan ye charging mako 4, which means enipa mako 4 and a quiet complain at the final. This very case, and I chiche moi, na bako circuit court 4, na bako circuit court 9, na bako was circuit court 10. And obia otie me ama brakwampofo. Time Mama Pat same way by the various interviews I may wo Kofi TV. The various interviews I may was sister be a minimum no or see a friend sister course or a blogger. And none and nam so Mama Pat ebe one name me. E wo court say me try throw at the final. I make kanye. I said it say Mama Pat a lawyer for ebe tia sia. Make the na make kanya say anka case no ono wanhwe ohwe na ne ye keka kona on plead guilty simplicity. On plead guilty simplicity. Obi a o follow court nkomo na Mama Pat asemi by otie me interview with Kofi TV and obi a betimi akọ back akọ me interview amene bra Kofi ye that time. Obi a betimi akọ back sister course page ni so. Me nim lady no me hu ni me share ne da. So what say minim obi abetimi akọ back akwa kwhwe sa interview. And sama me kan ye no se Mama Pat ene na lawyer for tie ya anka ye ndu ba bia ye dui. I felt very sorry and very bad because enye hwe no kra no. I have no issue with her. Now, asem no police for start say ya cheche cases nimu. Mo kai se nkrofo bi begu court was an we say waji misika and we say waji misika e na me call you nti ebi kra be kan say omunya ntoma ocheche ntoma e de ma wo ebi se ntoma na nya mpa. All this were evidence before the court. My review said there was a video on one said the meti we ya or this sika begu table so e kire say wo abebe bia obema says sika ni bi and no na e friend charlatanic advertisement. Now, what was in the trial? Trial na ye no den na ne wo. Ye started ye friend case management conference. Mama Pat pleaded not guilty to all the 5 counts. One ye them forms 1 2 count 1. O se there be enye no kre onye hwe nti ye nto aso no problem. Count 2 o se bibia say ni ho. Count 3 or pleading not guilty. Count 4 or pleading not guilty. Count 5 or pleading not guilty. Now, essence in that cases no, there were 3 different courts, which is court 9, court 4, and court 10 in Tino. Yamani bill, Mubekaya Yamani different bill. Am I do baby no to me bill conditions nibi any idea. You started the friend case management conference. Prosecution can say on be free adanse 4 and 9. Adanse 4 9 no emu miensa eye omo ekwa asore ho ese omo dis sika koye so bebo ho ama sika namba. Then the last person or also 4 no was the investigator. One no and the investigating assembly. Ye no. And a mama party be sans over finance for or sit and a break air court n'anim no. A dear or be afraid na dance for. No problem. Court man kwan sir. Now prosecution free a dance for and 9 including the investigator. A brand investigator and better not that about videos. The first video of boy was Mama Pata na odi sika abesi nanim na o kire se wa obeba no sika no obema obi wa obeba no sika no ubenya bi wa obeba no sika no eyade a ubenya bi enti no na of the prosecution really adduced evidence in the courtroom. Ghanaian media maminka Ghanaian media asamoba yesom wo soro no bia can be no bia report be no bia tro bi ye wia na eja asem na to obi endi akire biem obia endi akire biem obi endi akire biem mama pata asem ba ya ye say ye de ne ba court the first time the second time bisa say bloggers endi akire ba ye reporters endi akire ba wana biem and I never court nobody was following that case again. Nanko for dream ukra woman him say case na ira case ni ni obium. Last month and anka case we ebebas this judgment na your last month and anka ebebas na judge ko leave last month and anka ebema judgment enye enraw na it was last month intinka last month na eba so a kebe fankofo we be say rapture na wo munim. Now the prosecution adduced evidence in the courtroom by playing these 2 videos to tell the court, to tell the judge, say, yes, this is what the woman did. Mr. Remo, enye sika gari o. No. Enye sika gari. Me wuse before say, ena tama, oye sika gari no, ena. No, please, enye sika gari. She was charged with charlatanic advertisement. Let me tell you, Emrani ni obi beka se Ghana Emrani ha emra wa ha Emrani so ure criminal and other offenses act na. Let me take you there. What Emran eka section 137 of our Criminal and Other Offenses Act, section 137 1 and 2. Let me read it for you. Heading or say charlatanic advertisement in newspapers. 1. The publication in a journal or newspaper of an advertisement or a notice relating to fortune telling, palmistry, astrology, or the use of any subtle craft, means or device by which it is sought to deceive, or impose on a member of the public, or which is calculated or is likely to deceive or impose on a member of the public is illegal. Where you one, TNE, or the or and or say the publication in a journal or newspaper of an advertisement or a notice relating to fortune telling, or palmistry, obi or share microphone sem, a can sem, betina TV, so betina radio, so a year publication or newspaper, Facebook, it's ya Ghana yemra. Astronomy, or say me dem show you me kind stars. Na ODC or catch them for say make them no, or a subtle craft. Why you mudria buruni be a subtle craft, means or device by which it is sought to deceive. What dream pomuno? Would the why the woye no wo yes o the bed dada nipa, wo the dada nipa, and that's oh yeah that is what your share to obiso. And I say, what's yes, you what dream no, what can near my bumbo, what can near Messi any say, what the bed dada will be, yes, illegal. It's ya, tier 2 no. The editor the editor, the publisher, near Otroye, Semufono, near Odeba Bontin, near or publish the bar bontin, say a TV station, say a newspaper, say a radio station, and near the bar bontin, into the editor, the publisher, the proprietor, and the printer of a journal or newspaper commits a criminal offense and is liable to a fine not exceeding 25 penalty units. Abusiafo, near mekai, which is the B part, or the two. Two ne say the editor, Semufo penny, ne or publish a story no, Sanka, courts and como page, na me dia ma obi, and obi abetna so. Or say me be iska, me be mamusika, wa pesika na bra. Me pachoba no ahye. Aha yesua de. Ne esi no na minya bra kire omu. Kakra bi na makwakosua ma de. O se Semufo penny no. Ne or publish a story no. The adwuma ne ye ne dia. Ne empo newspaper ne ye ne dia. TV station ne ye ne dia no. O wa ho so twe. Na so de no we your friend a misdemeanor. Into your fine now. Your fine now, not more than 25 penalty unit. 25 penalty unit, one penalty unit be a 12 cedis. Into multiply by 25, a 300 Ghana cedis. And into the mama part, your fine no 300 Ghana cedis. A count. So won't say ya, and no, your fine in account 300 Ghana cedis. Court in a count. So when you say you cut 300 now, and no, or better if you say. And the fuano mako ediasa 30 days. Minian, let me tell you this. Ghana emrawaha. Obi beka sama na send ya woka enya mama parts nko na eye. Ye TV stations ni radio stations ni bebre wa enkrofo kwotena ho. Eye bi. Me pa cho hu bi akọ report. The issue I have in this country personally and say obi ya de bone a ye nko kan ye report you. Ye twen na obi die si na ye de ne kokot pa na afi ye kotwa obi die ni bi dia be exam enra me hu sem krofo twetwo ena nam wan kra nam ho ena ya jeli mama part ena the sentence is too harsh me do ko defrauding by false pretense na wa hu say ne court ne ma no if it is moderate, if it is too harsh, if it's good or bad, I will take you there. But with the issue of charlatanic advertisement, the court said, say, ontia a fine of 300 Ghana cedis. When you 300 Ghana na entry or better fiase 30 days. 30 days. So that was a charlatanic advertisement. And no, a misdemeanor. Ye jailu. Ye be jailu anasikana. When yano, and only a second defiance, and in ye mount in fee ebia 30 days. Ebia abroswane 1 month, 30 days, 1 month, na ye the amount. And no entra 1 month no. Entra 1 month no. So the first charge and a charlatanic advertisement no. And no na me kind chile tie ebia fe no abe join it to say me Alexandra eje fula my ekobolo so microphone ya bebo me mama mama kwa abai Alexandra eje fula patience amevo justice akowia and sex sets then nanaba waha nana ya ken waha justice akowia ewo aha me pacho wo ba na wa share edi amame na ma like it not share I am just taking you through how the court procedure was. So Mama Pat pleaded not guilty to all the charges since 2022 entering 2023 and we started this case. So after prosecution from Madam 44 ni lawyer filed the friend a submission of no case. And a judge said, Debbie, Mama Pat, you have to explain. Come and also explain yourself to the court. because you say what that dan crofo agye wo musika se obebo ho ama wa na se obema wo mu bi aka ho omo bedu ye ne se wo ama wo mu bi wa amma wo mu bi kura haka kare kura mu kwa san gi free wo mo nsem ene ade. So please come and explain yourself. Mama Pat a file okay, submission of no case na court say o meka na asem. Mama Pat ka say obefre adanse form akoma ko 65 witnesses and no cancel obefre. And let me say this before I continue. Mama Pat osesan lawyers mako miensa. Lawyers miensa and a same way omedi. Lawyers 3 and a omajinem edi ama Mama Pat. Kwame Kuma TV. Hi, you are welcome. Kwame Kuma. Please, when you come, can you share? Aha, eyadisuya. Yisuya de. Mama Pat changed 3 lawyers. The first lawyer was lawyer George Asameni. The lawyer no dikain. Lawyer George Asameni. The lawyer not Tosumienu. Lawyer Theophilus Donko. Theophilus Donko. The mobeka is a lawyer na. Ono na bribi. Time ya mama Pat bail o meet ya oba court bia. Ye kwache no politank bi ho. I did that video. Politank bi ho. Na one prosecution team investigators no ekonya fracas bi wo se da bi ompene e ma ye nche mama Pat nko no. That very lawyer. Ena se lawyer no yi na dio so pamu no. Se lawyer na ni jai you nobody can tell. Eno de minim ho asem bi. She has every right to change every lawyer at any point in time, if only she has her money. Lawyers there, which is at any point in time. One then account and also a lawyer, you can change your lawyer at any point in time. And then Richard Asari Bafo is the third lawyer. One and on any call to the last ending. So with the issue of Mama Pat's case, the lawyers 3 and the dorm started lawyer George Asameni, lawyer Theophilus Donko, and the last lawyer is lawyer Richard Asari Bafo. In the time my Mama Pat's case over 65 witnesses, no correct. Me my bemu buye. I me catch them say 65 witnesses. The Mama Pat that many baby. I see on what dance for, see over 65 witnesses. But one 65 witnesses. 10 okra wenya. 10 kura one fre. 10 8 kura wenya. Adansefo enwotwe kura mpono wan frɛ wɔn. Mama kan say wan frɛ wɔn enye say wenya. Maybe she thought say it would be unnecessary for her to call 8 witnesses or 5 witnesses for some shege reasons. She had wanted the case to just come to an end. Na wo hu ne ho. Enra me hu say nkrofo bi say obi atro thesis say she pleaded guilty simpliciter. And interna she thinks or he thinks say the judgment is harsh. No. We went through a full trial. A full legal trial and a calling witnesses, playing videos, tendering of exhibits and evidences in the courtroom. I wish to say na obia wo court wa da Mama Pat betina da kema ono ankasa ebo ni nkuro ewie ameye cross examination. Ono ankasa Mama Pat, she was given the opportunity to sit in the box to be cross examined. Wono abeka ni onimu fa asem ni nyina ono prosecution from adanse for me a 9 wie no file a submission of no case court ruling is on friend adanse for ono ankasa evangelist Mama Pat obetina dakem ebe man evidence in chief obebo ni nkuro owie ye no e na prosecution ne toto na no ebisebisa ansem ye bo video ne kire no maame wo na wo video ni mu no osi ane wo na wo kasa no ane wo na sika gu wanim a wo kire se wo be chiche sika ni bi no osi eyo no a. She was given the opportunity to say whatever she has to say to the court. She was given the opportunity. She personally sat in the witness box and explained herself, told her story, narrated whatever she knew about the happenings to the court, for the court to make a sound judgment. after a full trial. So she was given the ample time, facilities. This case, at a point, the judge even got angry with the prosecution. As of a striking case in it down. Because at a point, now I'm file witness statement. They be a kwani to asheda. Yes, we are waiting for if anything, witnesses nibi. And for now, there were 19 people. And nipa 19 and the choir complain and the farmer part. But bisa say, how many people and the back court to them they testify? Only 3. Me say, mo follow court and come what time a case we start saying. With the interviews I did with Kofi TV, with the interviews I did on courts and Komo platform, I said at a point, a binum babontin the cast mama part per se or settle. And I said it say, Otuetua omoka ka case we a woo. So ome yi wo mani ba ebe kan say me di mesika koye me say ni momo e na me koye no mama part ama me bi e na echinje me say mama part ehu sankofo we nyina no tuetua omusika e de ma wo ma anka sa tere na ba court anka they will not even come. Oma manso ka prosecution they will never be able to prove the case. They will never. And come one now go on a culture and wasem at the court. No have a friend is dancing or media dancing. No, you will never get anybody to come and testify against her. And court is a court of competent jurisdiction and reacts with documents and evidences. Now, you camera, emra, and you can. So if 1 + 1 abontinga na nyina e 2 but court dem nko awba e beti aka to say 1 + 1 e 2 e 4 and I being a lawyer I will prove to you say 1 + 1 e 4 e 2. The other lawyer should also come and tell me say 1 + 1 o say e 8 and e 4 e 4 make them say 1 + 1 e 10. So me say 1 + 1 e 4. O lawyer say 1 + 1 is 10. Now we have to weigh it. Obi abeka ne de. Ne ne de beto judge na suma. Sorry, obeka say 1 + 1. Me share ye no. The way how much che ne de no keka ne de ne fa. Me hu ne say 1 + 1. E 4 ampa. 1 + 1. Enye 8 na wo kan. Obetimi aka say 1 + 1 ampa. E 8. Enye 4 na also kan. So, how you make your arguments in the courtroom no and no na judge be gina so na wa hwe emrani enie. This is a Criminal Offences Act. Emrani enie. This is the outline. Emrani enie. No judge will go against these laws. Say mama part again. Mama part tutu any person. Mama part is saying for shaggy reasons. Make come and want to make sentence. No, even the judge now will make it sa judgment no. Share, it is say teachers, omo cho lesson notes, omo wi am de koma headmaster, my headmaster, o mark circuit supervisor, ebeba be hwe lesson notes na we yen. Enti judge bi am judgment wi a, enti na fi en ka say on pro bi 70. CJ every month your judgment a wo ma ye ne hwe. Ne wo ye ya anye enye no. Oh, even to the extent say a court, the higher court, not the biada judge or not the biada, ye overturning with decision. So ye judge our bon. And ye easy ma omo. Please. Let me take you to the charge of defrauding by false pretense. Now, you are driving. Then please drive safely. Let me take you to the charge of defrauding by false pretense. Alexandra Ejefula, so thank you for explanation. Now, charge way and a Maya man 15 years. Charge way and a 15 years no nyae. The first charge near or this cabin TV son and only a furnished charlatanic advertisement and no a misdemeanor. And can no dear and can fine pay any be fine no. Name obi defrauded. The offense of defrauding by false pretense. It is a serious charge. It is a serious offense. Meaning, say a charge with defrauding by false pretense. Because I know the one where the maximum sentence I did is 25 years. Let me read what the law says. Section 131 of our Criminal and Other Offences Act at 29, at 1960, at 29. Defrauding by false pretense. Miria, obetias yenti a judge no, or 15 years. Then you tell me here, say, if the judge is wrong or right, and after going through a full trial from 2023, 2024 to 2025, after Adanse 4, so understand me. Now, defrauding by false pretense. 1. A person who defrauds any other person by a false pretense commits a second-degree felony. A person who defrauds any other person by a false pretense commits a second-degree felony. You got second-degree felony. Ye murder, ye rape, ye treason, ye high treason, everywhere. And no ye first-degree felony, defrauding by false pretense, and a eba, which is a second-degree felony. Asochieno, eson. Asochieno, eson pa. 25 years maximum. Now, let me take you to the explanation of it. Ye kase obi a defraud you obi a. And then now a Bema court na kase ane we a yampa we defraud you obi. Yankwe 131(2). A person who by means of a false pretense 1 or by personation obtains or attempts to obtain the consent of another person to part with or transfer the ownership of a thing by a false representation of acting in accordance with the instructions, orders, or a request of the president or member of the cabinet commits a second-degree felony under subsection 1 and is liable to a term of imprisonment of not less than 10 years. A term of imprisonment of not less than 10 years. Not less than. It is a mama part. Judge and ka say, or no dear or money cry, and say your money in fear. A work for my sin 10 years. If it 10 years, equal, any bit me a sentence. Not less than 10 years. It won't me man 5 years. Won't me man 9 years. Just a 10 years going. Not less than 10 years. And not more than 25 years. Hello. Inti. You now get it. The court would never give Mama Pat 5 years or 8 years or even 9 years. This is the law. Section 131(2). Section 131(2). In Tianra, there was nowhere, even if the judge had wanted to be lenient with her, and Obemano, 8 years or 5 years. No, there was no room for that. The law is explicitly written here. The law is explicitly written here. Not less than 10 years and not more than 25 years. So it is within the range of 10 to 25 years. This is the reason why courts and mama part 15 years. After a full trial. This is the reason. Now on to me man 5 years. Even if the court had wanted. Na ontimi money 8 years. But this is for saying 3 years be 1 year be. No, it is not in the law. Defrauding by false pretense. Judge no ontimi manufacture emrani bi. Ontimi it's yamra. Ontimi. She has no power to even do that. Emrani said, so we on who diaburoni. E dada obi. O dada obi. Say, obey yes, it's ya emra. Nemrani say, see you find you guilty. Say you find you guilty. Ya mau krano. And say ya mau. Asuchia iswa. E what form? 2 years. Yentimi farm. Yentimi mau 5 years. Yentimi mau 7 years. Yentimi mau 6 years. Yentimi mau 8 years. Yentimi mau 9 years. Just say if it 10 years going. It just say bia if it 11 years going. It is 15 years no. Say mama party so kwa appeal. Not even onya osura before ye judge grandpa. Judge be anywhere better so. I'm only 5 years da. Judge be anywhere better so. I'm only 8 years da. Bia. When ya cry no. Na judge bia ka say. Okay. Mama Pat, may you 5 years in the future. Try 10 years. Yes. And let me also tell you this. The court also put into consideration. Are you a first-time offender? Have you had any brush with the law before? Which means, have you been convicted before? Or have you been in prison before? That is it. And let me tell you, it will interest you to know, say, sorry, 2021, Circuit Court 4, the late Justice Emmanuel Isando, the court, Mama Pat was convicted on the charge of charlatanic advertisement. 2021, Circuit Court 4. 2021, Circuit Court 4. The late Justice Emmanuel Isando Court. Mama Pat. Mami Agradaa, she was sentenced. She was convicted and sentenced to a fine of 10,000 Ghana cedis. But me kind charlatanic advertisement in a chile on. Na at that time, charlatanic advertisement, you know. Na a idea, you can't find somebody more than 25 penalty units. But the court went ahead and fined her 10,000 Ghana cedis, which is more than the 25 penalty units now. Court na kamwasem. Obi bisa say, "Nama eba ni say." Patience amevo. So even if she appeals cry, she definitely gets a minimum of 10 years. Yes, per emrano. The minimum is 10 years. The maximum is 25 years. So even if she appeals, na onya a God-fearing and lenient judge crampo, not the Otiswamana. Obey me 5 years. But don't forget to say, the court put into consideration, 1, the prevalence of the case. The prevalence of the case. And after the crime rates in which the piata, you bet see near Chiobi, you say the NACO court, and or that uncle for social media. So yes, the judge puts all those things in consideration. And when the trial judge was sentencing Mama Pat, that's the subject to the accused person or the convict, but to also deter other likely minded people to desist from this act. These were the words of the judge. Or say this is not a judgment to deter the convict, just the convict, but to deter other likely-minded people. Obi a waboni tirimupo, obi a oyebi. Judge and so catch it and say, Lord's Day, Emra Day. So, use the gumption. Use your gumption because Emra wo Ghana me de bia maka page we so de bia meka me se Ghana mra de tena o bedroom na kasa mra ni ho tena o kitchen na kasa mra ni ho tena o fie na kasa mra ni ho mo amoka mate say celebrities be to social media say na judge na ebie kwan dia to Agradaa no wo be kwan na please Emra na maka a the minimum is 10 years the maximum is 25 years. Agradaa has every right to appeal. The bet me ama wanya ne fa ho die she say freedom say e bi obekwa ya appeal no na judge bi aka say wa acquit e discharge no wa acquit no o endie o say ye eno die ne records ne kra no ye clean efi ho onye convict bi But say young quitting a dear, no judge can reduce this sentence to 5 years or 8 years. No. Any mrebiemo. Emrana na me kind of chere. Emrana. She can appeal to the High Court or call High Court. Now High Court refuse, High Court, so the sentence is appropriate. It's within the remit of the court. On TSA or High Court, then she can still climb to the Court of Appeal. If the Court of Appeal, now Court of Appeal say, oh, still, the 15 years, it's within the remit of the court. Still, Court of Appeal say, I have affirmed the decision. She can still climb and go to the Supreme Court. The last point is Supreme Court. Into our court, I can see me and son. But the danger and the fear are a womb and a say appeal it's either the case or the sentence is reduced or it is increased. It is either the sentence is increased or reduced, or you are even acquitted. I mean, can say any mammy what's me quite lucky. Court Becca say you've been acquitted. Now ya Abranti ya acquitted no after spending 23 years in prison custody. After a motorbike repairer no. Or start or call ye Court of Appeal and then he was acquitted. Yes. And you can be acquitted. Sim oko o say ubetimi akọ judge bi ebehwe infie na yede ma even a high court judge can look at the years na yede ma no aka say after full trial ne wuye nyina sorry ne wuye nyina after full trial ya ma 15 years and I see so me kra mama 2 years dey aka kona kwetwa no uni hwe ka ho obekwa kwetwa 2 years dey aka ho aba utimi konso na judge bi ehu na judge bi aka say oh there be 15 years there edoso and come out 10 years na minimum na ankaye come out 12 years ankaye come out 11 years with some months ankaye enti mateso ma but yet so mawa ne watwa deda no ye nkoti mfiri mo there be ne watwa deda no ye nti mfa mfiri mo ti ne ye be kan se ne aka na ewo hon eno a enaja obetwa enti ye mfa ne se watwa 5 years ena wako ena yate so ebia 5 years the amount ye ma 10 years ena watwa 5 years ena yate 5 years dia was severe. But see, about 15 years, and I work 5 years, and I got 10 years. Oboka could track 5 years in the account. Now, wapa. Alexandra Ejefilo said, I don't rejoice over her conviction. However, acquitting and discharging her will not serve any purpose. Meaning, nobody is happy about it because Debbie Ameka said, nobody should even pray for his worst enemy. Me, I'm one person I always go to prison. And I said it, say, me, at the right time, I'll go to the prisons and visit Mama Pat. I have no issue with her. And then she didn't come. You born come. But me that told me or high court. Me nobody can frame me. Oh me, hey madam. Boko there, na ma waving back. Oh, na me adum bibi aboko. Me, Mama Pat assemble court and I can't be. Now semuni court, I have no issue with anybody. It is my work as a court reporter. It is my work. Boso me swa, itu ya meka. Wasem ma akota, me ama, me meka wasem. Me ni wasem ka. Me fa wasem me yehwe. No. But when it comes to courts, the documents are within the public space. The documents are within the public space. It's a matter of me picking a pen and paper or even picking my phone, typing. I want the proceedings. I will get it. I want the charge sheet. I will get it. I have no issue with Mama Pat. No. And timer, even or threatening me or court. I sat on TV and said, Mama Pat, me ni wini asem. Enra, who said me, I felt sad. Enra, me who said microphone so di matem say me can say what 20 week. Enye week na national. Enra open. Ne man so na no dia gu nensan, ena no dia boduko. The last video or yeah and sana obedu court or not take care no. I will post that video here. Obedu court no any ra eti care mu. Enra, she was a calm person. Mama Pat na nanka minimu no. I started the case anka obebo na adwe akere nkrofo. Enra the church members kwa nkrofo bi say na then na the church members member around. That is it. Then it's say, all I know is a lesson to those who thought Ghana belongs to them. Ghana, minia, me maka on several occasions. Ese emra woho. En chewa, en kase emra eniho. Emra woho. Asemu ba, nyakukudro na fa court. Obi to man tem, obi to area, or ye bibi ususu se tiamra, go to court. Me who say lady be abet na social media na afi na oka say not so too and Mama Pat say madam, did you go and report? Please. Mama enjoy sir. Now it is so too on na net so and na hu and na fo obi na ade no hospital onipa no wo de no report e. All those people are Moses Kagari go and report. Where so one ko report here and kase police for your magicians ombe hu say obi adu piu obi defraud obi abo obi assault obi ayo say no police for metro ni bako de bia say ena Mama Pat ena why say did you go and report and the kosi say o ko report here did you follow up on the case minim cases bebre nkrofa ko report e ba court no omo mabiem prosecution etimi frɛ nkrofo ne ma complainant na ono ade na asɛm baaye no omo mabiem then the prosecution becomes frustrated no we jai case no ono awie a obi a ode obi foforo onipa krona call court onya asɛm ode ne nya asɛm otimnya akukudro ginechi e bi call court na odi nkonim wie na ono onipa na ode na asɛm koma police for na when ye chire no no atwa ne ho abeka say na maame we papa so mesi ono ye bi say na me de ne call court no kran police for emmua me madam papa sister when you had the issue wujina ofi o kan say mema wadam make sure ba bia yedu abro o call report him did you follow up And now for somebody as some court now reporting we near children and the court and no. You have a duty. You have a responsibility to follow up on the case. Don't sit in your bedroom in your houses and say, Mema na demuntino, oko report you and no. Cases bebra echeno, and yenuntia. Cases bebra echeno, and yenuntia. What do I say mokoye? Wuna unima dance for assembly see no more. Prosecution fro na police ni afa phone na wo fro ni pass message madam o case no na me ya be beba so ochina o se me ni o metu kwan oh madam me pa cho next week e ya court date no ye be frɛ o na wa be dia dance e me de minti me nkasa wo court dem mo na wunti me nkasa me ama bra kwambo me na me kasa ma na me asɛm ni si na me gina be mpa na me gina nifa ana comfort tailor wono na o me kasa ma ana me Alexandra Ejefula wono na o me kasa ma. So you see the issues. Where Okokota and Kofo cases, it be a 2013, it be a 2014, 2009, 2008, 2006 cases in Agusu or ye because complainant no one more they assembly call yen a copy baby atana. And no didi and a all no. We are Obefa phone a synonym, no Abeka Chegana for say. And a police for me, them answer me call cran, or many them. The police in which was a machimam. What's some young? Why it's our farm, dear? What will be a pool? What will be a boon? Where did the other? Police in a fan home, or no crans or cases be a do me, and your case in Ekuonaba police near you. See Miss Srew, who there was some call police station. Na police for you portrait you. Near a troll or no some re. Ye kwachi onipa na start court asem na serew se de mpanifo ka say uni adaje ye nya bayi uni adaje a enko court uni adaje na wuni sika enko court ane because of the lorry fare na beko nti uni adaje na wuni sika don't go to court ye nji sika wo ho but you even have to get lorry fare. Yes, you be file documents. You need to help the prosecutor because prosecutors no could say do musika and the file cases witness statement. This is my party there. Witness no so be 65. Say I'm pass over 65 and another prosecution so enipa 19 ni nyina eyi o mani mu ba ya ankoba be file 19 witness statement. Obetwere obia sem obeka okowia akotype o type wi a as a so or save mama part with all the 19 witness statements. And no amai ma musika. I'm telling you, abai or my prosecutors nisika. And intina investigators ni bi ba the taxi and the accused person sitting muba. Taxi, Uber, boat no, and no muba. A big crowd or a bit accused person na handcuff nensa no yet not na okada so near the number court. Because they are not giving money. Nti uwo sika kakra na wa ma prosecutor ne kakra enye bribe na wutu ama no eno nso emfa ma ni wie nkogina ba bi nkate ene me call prosecutor na gimi sika no o pe se wo case na kontema at least edu ba bia oh chief na document no on file de chief on timi nka nto se ma di sika nko file you because of the man obeka kire wi a ade be kire da Angel TV ena me ama oba be ka kire me obete ne da Peace FM ne da UTV adan ya yesi prosecutor akoji sika eso ka ko file case papa oni sika obo ka file case no onso wan pe kakra ma na so on fa nko file a so wa twere wi eguni fie nti da obenya sika no na akọ file nti case no da bia akọ yes adjournment na court na warn the prosecutor if you don't file your disclosures I will strike out the case or I will dismiss the case ani nti upe o case ni ntem no wape 200 be 100 oh chief na me witness statement no eno e court na judge ni buafu pa o se won file na aden chief o de mame ma we na o de ka chen na o de file and chief o de mame ma we na fato nsuo so o de ma na o be uze ade be che o be court na ko file o se on fato nsuo o be ko ade be che no na wa file onisika but Ghana the justice system no We need a whole overhauling. Until these petty things, no, no. Please. One thing I will talk about Mama Pat's case, me who say for say Mama Pat's catch a court in this one. Please and please again. It is never true. Let me check section 30. What does section 30 says? Section 30. What does section 30 says? Mama Pat and Rame Pacho, one can be and report to say, on yam, there be Miss Remo. Eh, Mamma court now, I'm sorry, I'm going to answer the Munyayo. Munyai. Mama Pat and Ram, one can't report to say on you more. There be. She never said anything. Before a court will sentence a woman, a lady, no, you have to go and do a pregnancy test. Because you're married. Makwan say yen sentence ubia sebe onyem eninti no say unipa no yekọ na ebia yakoye pregnancy test eninti enye eni bebia Mama Pat enra she never said anything in the courtroom. No. Enra no patama ye fra asem no and a court convicts him. And before a court will convict you, no. So the court said, say, you have been convicted. So I will stood the case down for 2 hours. Take her out. Go and do a pregnancy test. And your Mama partner catch a court and say, onion. And a court in the castle will control. There be. Ghana, yet united me who say, Obia fuka krakapa, or baby, ne fuka krakapa, no onion, a fibroid. So, court is a court of records. You can't just look at my face like this and say, hey, say me who am ache and me who am as I'm a funa, ayakesi, I'm a honey, ayakesi, pentiamanium. And I said, me who am ache and me who am any moon, as I'm the camera, and there's any man say, any the camera and any in Abu, when you fetch me, what's a video in and yet fit by fetching me. You because school, I could see exams, and I'm a tea, I'm a look. So you see, and yet baby Anna, Mama Pat never said anything. Mama Pat one can't baby say when you're in a court share and catch and say, oh boy, baby. But your banner one like no share Eddie Mammy. Oba no one like no share Eddie Mammy. Into Mama Pat one can't wo baby except on you. Into necessary and I caught some quiet pride. Eh, muti me cancer more cancer jackra. And Rammy tear comments in the Bina, me tear commentary in the answer. As I'm going for we caught them one I'm emitting. No more to him. A father no more to. And no more to Mama Pat say on him. And I caught some quiet pregnancy test. Oh, please, let's stop that. Let's stop that. Mama Pat, one country. She never said anything. The lawyer never said anything. And Ramameno, seriously. Muni Agradaa sa Agradaa anka obeka sa beto tonensa in some joyful channel near the Inanka Becasa. She never said anything. And ran the word back or kai. And no cry, a journalist approached her. And no besides, Mama Pat, what will you say to your congregation or your congregants? And not say. The only thing I will say is just to tell them to continue praying. That is the first and the last words are okay. And she was just sitting in front of where I was sitting, just in front of me. And you could see the woman was praying. You could see she was saying certain things. Mama Pat one carry and Rami say Mama one carry. Into one I am making some commentary or no. Any bloggers, no. Please, the bloggers, you people, one of these days, a court will drag a blogger and sentence a blogger. Mark this case down. Mark your same way to it. Do what? Mo bian kase. And a court, no, and all. No. So social media, people are saying things that are unnecessary and things that are not correct. Who ni court ho, one back court ho. Into nyawo kan unye firi he. Nyawo kan. Where did you get it from? Where did you get it from? Say, Mama Pat ka say wonyam. And a court and a so boy into uncle test. Huh? Oh, what's away? Oh, what's away? Oh, Karikuma, I look beautiful, eh? Thank you. Me camera didn't mean I say you. Into me a video na me no cry me ferry. But I just wanted us to learn. Because the misinformation and the funeral air trend no. Seriously, it's bad. Me read the write up be. Na maybe someone say na so nipa we not to court them will be. Because me all man na work court ho no. You see, and now bloggers a big go after the breaking news no was so much. Nobody entered the courtroom. Omo be taking video so. It's bisa say near all can onye fini hin all can. Near all can onye fini hin. Onu mukro onim charge ye de charge no. Try no onim. Ubisa say Mama Pat lawyer kra wonim. Ubisa judge ni din ya onim. Enti near all can onye fini hin. No be a phone de si nanim. Any a sentence Mama Pat. And oba court no or catch a court and say wonyam and a court and say woboa. Oh, bra. Now, blogger no, because so you're blogger, you have to say anything to get anything that you want. Eh? To say anything, to do anything that you want. Please. Makasa same way. And I'm saying it again. Me, I am not a soothsayer. But one of these days, a blogger will be dragged to court, and that blogger will be sentenced or fined. That blogger will be convicted. Mark this day down. Because it is getting out of hands. Judges, no, with social media, they hear because they have class, they have relatives. Me, my story, Emma, story, no. Judge ni tie obi send command o tie no of our phone friend me say ama ade na wo ye ni nyina ye correct o but baby wo ye mfom so and I say my lord me pa cho ehifa o kire me and I'm so my lord sir na me nim say you say me bisa and say my lord me pa cho why na dem o say ni busuani. Because judge needing me and cheche me say me chere one judge wewu Emmanuel Sando circuit court 4 ono di kan convict Agradaa judge enra otena case ni so Evelyn Asamoah onikunu okunu onima owoma oni abusua owabusua ntufo say ye boni di fi nra no pa e beto se mere no ne amu posti wo social media no ni busua ni bi ehu ye video ni bi wo ba on be send the amano obehwe ohwe wi a na wabisa o say wabisa say na yewe wonim course ya menya semkrofo ye sorry even the mainstream media omoye cases na say eho ba asema eya yenim da bia da yenim te court da me magana dokra hejajo call me ye be frame me ama on crop only be a story. I have sent you the link. Go and check. I remember UTV. A story be. Me that demo any a frame. Judge and a clerk frame. Ama. Asema banam said asem. O se story now ye no. Only muta lapen a ye. UTV for story na. Said the omo ye story no. And I'm so it has them. Say my lady. So person no person. I'm so sad. From a number man. I say, Madam, good morning. I'm saying, no, morning, my lady. I say, UTV for story B, story no. I'm saying, my lady, UTV, Obi Ama court. Peace FM, Obi Ama court. Me, and I'm a year story no. And I'm going to find a story. Now, meaning how they manipulated the story. So I am, then I'm saying, my lady, I will tell you to cite them for contempt. They should come and explain to you where they had the story from. Simple as ABCD. My lady say I tell him for contempt. TK. Chenebo akoduye ya wono. And I'm afraid. And I say, oh, only UTV BMO, we feel we can't name that. But obe, ono no leadi wom, edo mo bae, and on be park court in a chow. Winim, story back up and omo ye publication no, be 3 times. E pa ho chow. Sometimes, the bloggers in the yen, and yes, the judges no more who want you. Omote. Na da aben ni bebom, say knan no. What Ghana ha ye behwe. E bedru ho no, minim se nkrofo beka say, and we are gagging the media, and we are gagging the media. Those bloggers, please. Me hu se nkrofo twetwa na me nkrofo twetwa obi timi bet na social media. Na wa ye report bia we are say, mama yenkoti ye reporter. Ti se ne eboso me so otwa meka. Ti se de na watwe me video no obedidi ho no kra no obema me sika. If you Agradaa video, go to social media and listen to my voices everywhere. Obi I try me video. I have no problem with anybody. Me, Obi no offer me video, I must strike any Agradaa. I don't know. But me, say, Obi video, kiti be me, huna me so video idea. I am a fair. I have interest in it. I make offer me post crowd me. It be okra me post on YouTube, Facebook. Obe kono, no be a report. No be a report. Ebusiafo. So Mama Pat, Enra, she never said it say onyam. And the ma judge can say, Yankoye testimony. There be running to sir. Nanaba, I say I need to get you a new phone. If only your husband will not be offended. Me worry. And even some warrior, I don't think my husband will be offended. I am not married, but my husband will not be offended. Mary Nanaba, I don't think he will be offended. So please get her details and do as you wish. Mrs. Tabekasa. In the for Mama Pat never said say onyem. And any part of the also power, so nipa like a 5 me patron like here, like Mama na share, and so a man. So it is within the court. Enti ena Mama Pat, you can't say uncle na uncle ye pregnancy test embra to verify say onyem because the emra say you can't imprison a pregnant woman. Debbie, you can't imprison a pregnant woman. It is say obi nyema ontime nkode fiase. Nti den obi bisa say nti nka okoy na onyema ede ne bisi. Okoy na onyema court ebe the first sentence no. Court ebe the first sentence no. But there will be some orders on her. Ebia ontime ntu kwan enkwa abruchiri. Ebi ontime ntu kwan enkwa abruchiri. Ebia ne passport ebe seize ne passport they are to like something like that. So there will be orders. There will be orders. Ontime emusa order ne so obusa order ne so a eno so be ya some foforo edi aman. But enra misrema all my say Mama Pat say onyem na court say oboa nti okoye pregnancy test mpacho no krebia eni sa ensem no emu srema the courts need a document and then also no nkofo say ena bia obekwa koye kululu say onyem anasa onyem baby videos na be post here na yedene kono. There were 2 cars, senior police officers, senior investigators in the team chidine koye. They say pregnancy test. They said that okoto kits and they say how John Shogusu and I say no. Na say ako. So Mama Pat obetimi ako appeal no to the High Court, to the Court of Appeal, and even to the Supreme Court. To the High Court, to the Court of Appeal, and even to the Supreme Court. But yentiment so a man less than 10 years. Yentiment so a man less than 10 years. And see, no. I was going to ask a question. There are cases, thank you for the information. Cases in the Bebreo, Michelle, some can catch them. They say, because I am a student. I am a student. Mission idea kakra. Anything I'm them want to tell. It's a pressure that me so. Me see how they are change me do my mature exams. And like me share misinformation there question no. I just need a little time to explain things. And see, Pamacho, in Chechemu kakra bi a ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna mede mama no. So mama part a case, that was it. The court gave her ample time. Ɔno atena adakem ɛbɔ onim kuro. Ɔfrɛ adansefoɔ. Yɛbɔ videos ne wɔ court dem. Nti ɛnyɛ sɛ ebia court no na ɔno ampɛ mama part asɛm. But the lawyer there, he has every right to say whatever he said. Yes, lawyer ne de wɔ ho kwan sɛ ɔka deɛ ɔbɛka. Ɔsɛ ɔbɛkɔ appeal. So appeal no wɔ ho kwan. But before appeal ni kura yɛbɛwie appeal no na mama part ɔyɛ twa bɛɛ 1 year. Yes, appeal na ɛnyɛ da koro. Ɛnyɛ da koro. Appeal ɛnyɛ da koro. Justice Akoya says, so do you think she can be free in case she appeals? And I make sure say appeal no justice. Three things. So 1, appeal no, it can be reduced, but not less than 10 years. 1, she can appeal the dear. She has every right to go. She has every right to appeal to the High Court, to the Court of Appeal, and to the Supreme Court. And you bet me for atwede na obefo ako. She can appeal. But appeal no, nema miensa. And I make sure say 1, it can be reduced, but not less than 10 years. Yintimente so emma a formal pa say 5 years, say 8 years, say 9 years. 10 years a minimum. 10 years minimum in the man, and we are defrauding by false pretense. The second one, our appeal say she can be acquitted. She can be acquitted. And no dear, you better say, you will run a home, one in Nina. You will run a home in Hubio. Next, Rebecca said wrong conviction. Wrong conviction. The judge erred. And you know, the third point, and he said, 1 year, 15 years in the Quran. Judge Rebecca says so. And you have been 15 years, Judge Bishop proceedings now. Rebecca said, now say a fray, I dance for me and 9 prosecution. My means we are man, crime up at Nadakim, a boning crow, not so for dance for. Okay, a real the lawyer throw submission, prosecution is to throw submission. See, Bibia did an full trial, maximum 25 years, minimum 10 years, any amount 15 years. Medium who say 15 years in the Kura Isra. And see, maybe come a name miensa. To acquit, to decrease or increase. And see, justice, she has every right to appeal. But appeal no. Me am sure. One man pay buma there. Appeal no, am sure. Patience, also it has nothing to do with Sikagari or Sarah Gold, me pacho debi. Now Sarah Gold no crown. I will court the that case. Me nim say wo court o. But I will court am more details, mon can tell me. Na me follow up why. The case a me nim way wie. And na one appear biblical. And also another serious offense. And also another serious offense. Offense about kwa and also the sentence maximum nenam 25 years. And also ye ko full trial. Oni appear biblical then. Mami go to Sarah go to one. I have no idea about that case. Me ni say wo court. Say wo court so there e bia ni akra. But all details are please you can call me. Then let's talk about it. Na me share se me hu appear biblical there and charges maybe what is called internet showing of obi nakedness. What do you call it? I'm trying to get name. Case no. Amamo. Because it is another serious offense. Another serious offense. Say one here. Forms of false pretense 134, 132. Okay. False pretenses. Okay. Intention of false pretenses. I'm trying to get Sarah Good handed a petition. So a petition is different from Saudi Assembly courts. Petition different from assembly they call court. Inti say on fan court their petition bia na asat now no. Omon fan yenchi obia because me say mama part. Okay, so as it so says, what is the actual reason for her conviction? So the conviction, the actual reason say the court found her guilty for defrauding by false pretense. And I'm a kind trail defrauding by false pretenses. So Oma Obekai said 2023 thereabout. Obeye video, mama part beye video be say obechichi obeye all night. Na obechichi sika ewo na sorry ho. Inti wa obebe bibia obema osika. Say sika bi no de begu social media nkrofo call watch night bebre bi no. Eye no. Eno sa case no eye no a. Inti we nye sika gari. We nye bibia we eye no. Ti we nye sika gari. Timpacho. We ye video bi a ode beto abontin se obeye watch night wa obebe bia no obema osika ni bi ene nkrofo course a watch night na omokoy om say yes ye beba for real say ye be den mo amope bi a friend is saying 10,000 mo megina ha mo amope 200 cedis so 1,000 mo megina ha mo amope 500 mo megina ha o hihye wo group a ebi say o wie ye no wa ma o mo hwe sanjiji wo musika mba afore ni ade a video bi be pie bi so munya ntoma ebi so ba bonten be ka so munya ntoma enom ni ade so sa case no ena na e wo court a beto se mere eno then the second case I mean say owo biom eye ono ene osofo apia biblical ene de high court eno wo high court ono ene osofo apia biblical ye say ode otwitwa osofo apia biblical videos pictures bini videos and then share to am say why de ben drew bitters so say de ben but that case it will still continue even though I have sentenced mama party date in this one am de be fit prison aba eno de am de be fit prison aba because eno a criminal case eno a criminal case the time ne so bia ono osofa apia biblical dem e de ne beba court but ono ni empress gift the any day eno enye hu e civil case defamation e ka ne bebo no e ka ene e bebo no nti eno de obetimi ama ni pu akogine mama no obetimi ama na safo pani bi akogine mama no obetimi ama obi akogine mama no ene de oni hokra ensehwe but criminal case na oni osofo apia biblical de ene de eno de date ni du a se ye de ne ba yamfa na ma prison officers no ese so mbe kire ne enje o manfa na ma nti we as say on fifie mba no the lawyers officially will write to the court. This is a mama part. Ebi and the first appearance no ma. Ebi and the first date no. Me check it on the appear Bible card no. I think the last 2 weeks now more court. Yes, last 2 weeks. And I'm in who court or now more court. Inti make sure they say Ebia next week. So when me are making the first appearance cry any case the lawyer ebetimi aba no abeka so say maame no or court say officially ye dema prison for ehu date na time bia obeba nti ebre ne so a na omo de naba ebre ne so a na ye de naba ebre ne so a na ye de naba ebre ne so a na ye de naba ebre ne so bia na ye de naba kosi se eno so ye bewie then obi bi say nti we a serve no say ewie na se no so no if I need guilty a obey any day ai if I need guilty a eno so no obey service different sentence next year Ghana I want for them ready say no so if I need guilty a obey serve a different sentence and no run concurrently e be run consecutively e be run consecutively and run concurrently because we a circuit court judgment on the appear Bible card no and no was circuit court na court no any jurisdiction na court no any to me and ye dey free ho e ko high court nti no the punishment ne kura wo soro esen circuit court there ye court no na ye tie ne say o fokosoro no na waso tue ye kese o fokosoro no na waso tue ye kese ti ye do ko district court e ho aso tue ne ye ketekete wo ho ye do ba circuit court na emu apagya kakra ye do ko high court there that be the ogboro maami agbo ogboro apia biblical case no ye throw ni out o it was a portion a fa baby a full case no ye throw ni out it was a portion it was a ruling it was a ruling sada no when we say obeka say me kai pass mama part is true it was a portion it was a ruling so mo be kai say na say ya oni gift ya doye case no video bi ba bonti ana ora left mu wo court ho a na bail leave na be serve na 1 year eto form no na nkrofo say be citing for contempt apia biblical case na oko it was about just 2 weeks ago me kai pa ye ntwa mo na a part of a ruling be eno unity apia biblical because apia biblical had wanted some documents and some and a court in ruling editian and a court ruling the apia biblical into enye the full case na apia biblical the court ni nyina and na ya gbato egu there be it was part of a ruling in this case it is still pending and no enya mama part nko an eno mama part ka ho ne software ba ku bi ono so ye journalist no ye journalist guy bi ka ho there are other people omo ye nze nipa either four omo ye 4 that case it is still pending at the high court. Press slide, can the president release her? My answer will be yes, because the president has the prerogative power of mercy. My answer will be yes. The president has the prerogative power of mercy. Mama part, onipa obetimi ayi no pe president. But the question is, on what grounds? Muntie 3, Omampeni, after receiving the petition, so, yes, the president would say, I will grant her amnesty. I can release her. But, let's wait. But my answer is yes. the president can intervene. But the president intervene here, it will serve as a bad precedent. Emwa. That is my humble opinion. That is me, my personal opinion. The president can intervene, but it will serve as a bad precedent. And unfortunately, President Mahama, because Muntie 3, it was President Mahama. Then, at that time, on another judge. On another president. Sorry. On another president. Muntie 3. And then, judiciary ni kasebia. Whenever the judiciary is talking, they mention that case. Whenever anything is in our courts, now we are trying to straighten things. You remember the 3 justices at Ekuonaba, Yakofa Muntie 3 case. Then, Mama Pat, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So, Ekoye say, Omampeni, then no de obreso, eduswa. Sabi, ubiye bibia ne de neko court. Na court sentence you nipa na. Ghana for the ensegu yetini yesu. Omampeni huni mabo, omampeni huni mabo, no omampeni di because mama ne pardon. Anything I make her say, I don't think it will be a good name for the president. So my little advice to the president, Omampeni, Wednesday, another bay. And Mama party shall Monday is a Tuesday, and no year were true. Departure. Mama part and boy were true. Or chair on some, or chair vape on some. But you need to consider. Talk to your lawyers. Let them advise you. Me, I am not a lawyer. I am just a court reporter. I just learn my books. These are the law books that I learn. I just read them and I explain it. I am not a lawyer. Because it will be a very bad precedent. And Mama example, Muntie 3, it was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama then time. Then Mama Pat. So, you may agree with me or you may disagree with me. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me, but that is my personal opinion. I don't think it will be in a good sight. Omampeni has every right to give her a pardon. She has every right to give her a pardon. And they Omampeni bet me I can say, Charlie, mama the presidential pardon. And they Omampeni bet me I can say, mama the presidential pardon. Then Ekobasi pa. Then what the judge said, it should be a deterrent to her and other people with likely minded to do what she was doing, you know. It will tell them, say, and I say, Mr. Mitimiayebi. Because me, I may get a pardon. Me, I will get a pardon. In casa pa mayen. Nobody is happy for the sentencing of Mama Pat. But I think the law is the law. And the law has spoken. The law has spoken. Omampeni ni no jima emwa. Ebekwa ko fan sembibere aba. Sembibere emwa. There could be a pardon. As for the pardon there, me say ne ya Omampeni pa. Onum ne ti wi ya no didi wi ya. Obefa phone. Obeka say, yeah, Mama Pat presidential pardon. Yes. president have every right to do that. Every right to do that. But I hope that for Monday, the lawyer best start the processing. As I said earlier, and 1 day, and 2 days, and 1 month, baby. Appeal. And also another wahala on its own. They say, we do prison that. We do prison that. We do prison that. What was they called it here? The dressing now the fee bar no panel. Same dressing and now the coco prison. Inti obusuafo na eja. Omotia no more day. Ntade abere wo ho. Yen kan cho se kofie kwasesa ho. Ana kofie na kototo niema. No. You see how the system is. Ti wo ba no. Wa dwen mu ne de. Oh, me kwaje judgment. Den a me di nko ne me kofie. Fortunately or unfortunately for you, you will go to court and you will never come back. You will go to court and you will not come back. Oma who bill to say goodbye to you. Will she serve in Accra or in Zamum? Accra, you need prison or how? Accra, 15 years. Welcome, Zamum. Say a long day. Welcome, Zamum. But they say, Yenchre, the exact prisoner, you didn't call. They say, Yenchre police custody cry remand you. It's some Kwabenya. Some years back, there was a jailbreak. There was a cell break. It was a cell break. It was a cell break. Lady BD, hacksaw blade, a share, brodo mukoma. Hey, man, say, Emma. The boy, actually, or the hacksaw blade, a share, brodo, at the command. At the command, oh, Kwabenya police station. Or they have some blade share brudum. A command. The boyfriend. Kwabenya police station. That's the way. Oh, Kaya Google. Kwabenya cell break. A big story now. Me, I'll always give you stories and I'll give you evidence. Because I follow every court story. Kumasi. Me was the kakra and kameko courts. Kameko cases. On said, Kumasi, musician ya Ekuonaba. Yentene ho asem ma adwa case journalists no enkraya na ye kokoto other regions no mo pe court ko because court unisika court ko obi ama usika obi anche usika o court ba ko assignment that assignment unisika ti ye court ye ni sika o na ye send di atem na ye buri yenua ye so na ye say ye akonsafo no problem one say my case. How many times na ate one sem? Sound te one sem. My case. What in one sem? E wo man about grab a flash. Musician say why clay for the one where you couldn't. Once I want to once. So I can I Can it be a black camp of measure? Na ma tena trotro no ma kofa de aba. Me start school na my slow kakra. But mema kwan. Me nyama kwan pa. Ye beti asim kenken. Because in crofo kra na me wo beef. Na no papa bi dey fiam ba me office so nya me obebo me adan a me nya court nkomo biem nti onim nsem e koso o se sexy don wonte Canadian burger Safina onim de e koso abisim boyi ni case onim de e koso na me say ai say me ama my school girl me ni scanso e say me ko school me to books me faka me nyina kan wo school fees edu baby a na say me relax kakra so na me sua de ni wie na me ba na say ye be camera kakra nti ebusiafo enye bo apoyo bi njam ho me wachi obi say oh Agra you be missed nti me kwakwasra mama part me ready wo apeso obama yakono asha one wo ho me I woman metimi kwasra Aisha one or prison Aisha one go so prison or prison pa me am a cop be twice makoshe Aisha one. They become my friends because me no ni asem. Me one back out me no ni asem. So maybe one of these days me kwa kohwe me makwan ya me time. Ernest Kwansa, good morning Amma. Kwame Ose, Kwame Kuma Ose, calm down. We will get you a new car very soon. Thank you. Mate, and see, maybe one of these days, the Chinese lady Aisha one. Oh, I want someone prison. My cotton on the first time cotton on or she inside, you know, I'm going to catch and be a no. Oh, woman say, you. And I'm saying, yes, you. You is a cabrofo. The brofo is in with a fine. The second time I'm a call, you know. Na, and Mamia, Yabuni as prison director. Na or chill, tie and die. Na I shall one shut down, blue, ne white top na stars in the dem. No abodu kubi. And now oh yeah, tie and die. The coin no matum brodery. O matum brodery a crime profofi in some one chromo babe fat brodoni bina or chill tie and die. That woman, no crap, she's very good. But for Bonnie, Chief Justice Sereno, she's doing very well. The Aisha one or the prison. The better choice I shall want the prison. Me and my brakwampo. Me say I shall want the prison. Makoko twice. Akwa kuhunu. Makoko twice. Akwa kuhun. I shall want a prison. Ernest Council, I will send you something one of these days. I enjoy your news. Thank you. I shall want patrol or the prison. Will be a better choice I shall want in the prison. Obwa. Me say makoko twice. I shall want. Or the prison. Say do anato no PD I can't tell. But to me, my cohort twice on 2 occasions I shall one or dance one prison. Or a tie and die. See, or teaching him I could be back. Aye, or teaching him I could be eba, a jack, or no so. There was therefore Mama Parts at the right time I will visit her. How long is that? I shall 17. I shall one. How many years na demand? I think the old law no. Now how many years? Is it 8 or 4 years? Unless I check. I check Accra. Unless I check. I'll check then maybe GH Accra TV or Accra will show to scam. Oh, Mama Munyai sir. Mama Pat. But and I said they need kunkai. I saw first year I must say. We and so any be. Was a poor and sellers. I'm go there if you ask. I know when he says something big is coming. I say when he says something big is coming. Anything in your medit may require to see Aban. Ain't he? And bad. Let's see. Alexandra Ejefula, I don't think His Excellency the President would like to associate herself with this case, else she would never change. 6 bye also bye I have to end then go to campus and learn exams for Mama Pat case and no I just wanted to come and straighten certain things. So Mama Pat was charged with 5 counts. The first count was charlatanic advertisements. Then the other 4 counts were defrauding by false pretense. And the 15 years fraud, defrauding by false pretense. And no, and a judge in Jinaso, a man that 15 years. And yes, charlatanic advertisement. And no, a misdemeanor. And no, yes, sentence. So, and no, see a better sentence. So, not just say, fine, I demand went to ya. The court also put into consideration, say, Agradaa was not a first-time offender. She wasn't a first-time offender. My ring fisa asem. So, Omo make a commentary say the sentence is harsh. No. Or you're known to the law. You're convicting a pen. You're convicting 2021. You see, near Enele Agradaa kesiye, no. Prosecution team no. Eko J sa judgment ne buy. Enra ASP Emmanuel Halega. Bra papa we. Ono ebi afa nani so e court in doing this case we na mama part kuro ya betna say Sylvester Asare mokai sa police ni na no yes case no obeka say ono tua Sylvester Asare ka o se wato police fo bi e ma Kevin Taylor e kura nso be kan bi e ko fa Sylvester Asare picture e de beto ne ho e say police ni we na Agradaa na tua ne ka inti Agradaa case we enko ba bia na your foolish case enko ba bia. I said it. They say, mo anamu follow me court nkomo. Mo anamu tie Kofi TV that time. Even Sister Coast. Sister Coast oye blogger. Me nimu no. Ono friend me one time bi. Sister Coast. So oye utie me content no per se me nchire ni viewers no court nsemu kakra. Yes. I said say. Sa case nka mama part onka na nontum. Ma onko social media. So obeka ya patience and my voice. I remember. Yes. Obeka say, oh, case where a foolish case, enko baby ya. And a mama part wata police for ni na. The case where the enko baby ya. I said it say. Anka unja social media ba. Onka na nuntum. When you be a nyasem. Your demeanor show remorse to the court say. Niyesin unye biu. Anka ensi biu. Court no. Ode neni na show. Ode naso na etie. Mary Niama say, yes, I remember. ASP Emmanuel Halega. Sylvester Asare. Ene, papa no kra, osunya de wa bruche. Atem didia ye di Sylvester Asare. Eso, Agradaa. Oh, Agradaa case we. Enko baby ya. We. Case we. Enko baby ya. O discover fem. Mama party case ya. Mo be kai say, e bra ye che ne foforo no. Ye de ne ba court, ye say wa ye makeup. When the police for a transfer our Accra region because of this case. Hey, yes, and then you can. Some more I say, ye chain for front. There were some police officers be a transfer home because they say, over court one day, be no makeup. And then Crawford believe this. I say, yeah, channel. Sister Mary, thank you very much. So I confirm. Or say it was Kevin Taylor who started saying that. GH Akrati, your sister Amma, when are you coming to USA? Oh, this one mommy invite. Oh, mommy invite. I remember what? Mommy invite. I will come. You see, ube can some dear term case we uncle baby away. Oh, we a foolish case. We uncle baby. Minya, a some about quarter. Me, the beer maker. About 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, because you interview Kofi TV. Yakubu bisa me question. Osi ama NSS boss no. Na asem no. Den na be ka fa ho. Me ka kire o mo say munya abotre. Case ni kokota. The evidence that will be adduced. Oma ye be frɛ wo. Evidence that ye dey back court no. Me hu wi a me kire baby a case ni be ko. Me kire baby a case no e be ko. Because the charge I'll be charge you, you need to prove it. You need to prove that charge. Into what mean charge you be with fraud. Now may kwame nema or court to back to what me. Court to be jawu nipa. Ye kasasa wasem. And bloggers no. Who the bloggers a chia? Wasamba. Now the bloggers a chia. Hey, on the mouth platform na mwakasa. Ye big interview enra me catch mama part some kasa guy no yes mama part in kasa no me catch her and say no, she's a convict, you can't interview her, but they were forcing to interview her. Inti nanka ye interview no the yaw no wa can say be say ye can na court asan citing for contempt na no say asan man aso twe wo. You see how the media is. Udi ye no machi a Udin some drove for a cheer. Ubed them, no guso to ho. Ubed them, no, that's it all. Or best, or the camera baby see when him. And especially with the bloggers. A being goes to cool down. Ebi nim de omo ye. Ni oye ni so benya views. De oye eni se obenya views. Onya views na eno de beche ni sika. Me, I don't care say my life. Na menye nipa 3. I need to educate people. Me bet na ha. Me ndi obi atem. Nobody has come to my page or Becca say, I'm a did you be atem. No, I will tell you my peace of mind. And I will tell you, say, I am not a lawyer. No, minimum rano. I am not a lawyer. I am a student and a reporter. And of course, a court reporter. I work with Angel Broadcasting Network. And this is my platform. Courts and Go. I educate people on the law. I just want you to know what the law says. Appreciate the law. Have a little knowledge about the law. So that nobody will deceive you. Nobody will fraud you. Nobody will even trample upon you. If you know Emra. And no. But the bloggers, and no me ba bisa say, o me ba court. Enipa hini ra court them. Bloggers na ba court. Bisa say nipa hini ra court them. Ye ma judgment oni ho. Ye convicting oni ho. Ne de ani so begina abonten ho. E no so ni phone. Mama party pie ye na no twa. Na nura kwa na bloggers nkra omu nim say mama party case na ho. Time I breaking news. Enom di America dey go. Tom buy am. Na ya convicting area obi piaba. Enom so on phones. Enom dey try. Now, where do they get the facts to do what they are doing? If you don't be surprised when Baba catch or say, Mama Pat na catch a judge say onyum, and a judge say enyampa. Don't be surprised when Baba catch or say, Mama Pat pleaded guilty. Anything I court man 15 years. Who could now wait for him? Who could see wait for him? But one of these days, one blogger, a judge will sentence that blogger, and it will serve as a deterrent. Yes, because sometimes your co-quarter, when you get here, say, me ama me a case. Na case ni no cry. The lawyers sometimes go to court. Or back quarter, say a daily guide and cry. Or back quarter no paper not judge and say, my lord, this newspaper, this is daily guide. Date 24th June 2025. My lord, they've written a story, and I wonder if this happened in the court, in these proceedings. My lord, Obi read the way no, they actually court. Court say, are journalists in this courtroom? Yes, my lord. All the journalists stand up. At that time, not blogger no who. All the journalists stand up. Yes, you. Which media house? My name is Amma Brakambof. I work with NJTV, NJFM. Okay. You. My name is this. I work with GBC. My name is this. No, Obia Bobonidi. So who is the reporter for Daily Guide? A video. You will play video, you will call to them. Me a pista say, who works with that house? Yes, my lord. That person didn't come to court today. Okay. Bring that person's contact. The clerk a bit frail. We feel quite sometime. Police if waba. We are gagging the media. I am begging. We all need to survive. But please, don't let us go to some extreme. Don't let us go to some extreme. Sometimes, it's a binom reporter. Yeah, maybe someone say, now the same court now, me call you na we see ya na say, me go different courts. Me go different courts. Because Enra, Agradaa nkasa. Throughout. Enra oba, na ne mantle no de aboduku. No de aboduku ni ti so fefefe. Eno de buy. At a point, eno tuye, eno ti go nensa so. fefefe one ne kumpe ne nra e baaye later na woman tintin bi em so ne kwa sorry ono so baaye obegina abonte ho na oye course bia fine. So the report of mama part is wanyam and a court say wanyam and no you go free in a buy you go free and a buy. It's neither here nor there. So please let's be very, very, very vigilant in whatever we do, because I'm sure you are. But I pray say from Monday mama part lawyers ebe trigger the appeal processes. Na yenhwe. Enya Monday na no bekwa file because I saw kwaji circuit court proceedings ni nyina with the judgment. I saw kwaji circuit court proceedings ni nyina. And na judgment no so judge de nsa na twroye. Say the clerk ebo. No dey ama judge no. Na waye corrections wom. Na wa verify e corrector. Na ya certify na dey ato. Nti yenum say bi the person kwaji court judgment na you just make application. Now the court them on the certified copy of the judgment of mama part.